In what should have been a simple court appearance, Melvin Childers delivers one of the most bizarre defenses ever heard. Evil twin theories, attic imprisonment, and even blaming his dog for a traffic stop. Watch as Judge David Wolf keeps his cool during this unforgettable courtroom moment.
2025 CR 4 State versus Melvin Eugene Childers. Childers, you're here to be today because you were supposed to be hiring a lawyer for your trial, and today is the day that you were to let us know who you've hired. Have you been able to hire a lawyer?
No, sir. I haven't been able to really afford one yet, but I do have a brief ready for you. It's in my phone.
You do have what?
A brief.
A brief?
Right.
I mean, what do you mean by a brief?
What lawyers do for you, make a brief of.
Well, is this something that you're saying that you, there are different kinds of things. Let me explain that.
Right.
A legal brief is something that is being submitted in argument of a particular point of law. I do not show that there is any motion that's been filed in your case that would have anything to do with requiring a brief. What exactly is the nature of this brief that you're saying that you have in your phone?
Well, no, it's an initiative.
Do what?
I was told to take initiative when they made me. Leaders aren't just born, they're made.
I'm not understanding exactly what you're trying to say.
I'm saying, the description they gave me was like this here: we're identical twins, exceptional identical twins.
Who, you have an identical twin?
No, you and I, as you give the class to us, everybody's identical twin.
So I have an identical twin?
Yeah, me. Anyhow,
You're my
2 years
identical
old,
twin?
we're exceptional twins.
Do what?
We're exceptional twins at 2 years old. Nobody has to change their diaper or anything. But we're potty trained. We can get around. You don't have to change our clothes. Then one is fortunate, one less fortunate. I'll just take the less fortunate role. Less fortunate, they take me upstairs, they lock me away in the attic. They'll break the windows where I can't even see out. And you, well, you get to go out and play with the children, hopscotch and all that. And before you know it, it's a head start these days. We didn't have it back in my day. And then it's kindergarten. And then at school, 16 years travels kind of quick. You're 18, here you are with a car, a serviceable car, not gonna say brand new, you have a diploma, you're ready to do something. I get out of the attic. You haven't spoken to me in 16 years, I wasn't made. But I am no less intelligent than you, I just wasn't made. That's the fucking instruction they gave us.
Okay. And what does that mean to me as the judge hearing your case?
Well, it means I'm a leader, I was made.
You were made?
Right, by the Department of Defense, right.
Okay. So you think that the problems that you're having were the result of something that happened to you in your childhood?
Oh, no, sir. Well, it's all the result of what has happened. When I was a child, my grandmother said, I didn't know my own name until I was 7. My grandmother said to me, buddy, you can't listen, you learn the hard way. That's because I thought my name was Buddy Reader. And halfway through the first grade, I was born in October, then it starts with 7. Halfway through the first grade, this thing called a birth certificate comes up and drops the alphabet on me. Now me, I like Buddy Reader. B-U-D-D-Y, got me a double D, Reader, R, a double E, D-E-R. I had no middle name. And she gave me that to me because she had guardianship, but she didn't know the law either.
Okay, well, let's reboot. You understand that you're charged here with a number of criminal offenses. For example, you're charged with driving under the influence of an intoxicant, first offense. You're charged with possession of methamphetamine in an amount that makes it a misdemeanor. You're also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, and you're charged with speeding in violation of the seatbelt law and driving on the wrong side of the road. Now,
and I answered those questions to him, but he didn't seem to pay any attention. And I never even about the what about the slowing down? He said slow down. Remember, is that not in there? I did because there was something under my foot. I got it up and I'm driving and my dog's in the vehicle and he wants some attention. He shoved my arm up. That's why I swerved. All right. And then I did speed up at the end because I was just trying to get him off my tail because I was going to make a right-hand turn. And obviously you didn't tell about the turn signal. I put on and it blinks right on the inside of the cab. It's telling me the right one's on, but the left one's blinking. I told him that also. It must have been a crossed up wire. And Defendant Childers says, if you're going to break any law, make sure it's within the confines of your job description.
All right, well, let's deal with, first and foremost, I want to find out, do you want to have a lawyer represent you? Do you want a lawyer?
I'll see what a JAG can do for me.
See what?
JAG,
JAG,
right.
the Judge Advocate Corps?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna get a JAG officer to represent you in state court?
I don't know if I can or not. I have to go check it out.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't think you can, but you know, that's just my opinion because you're not on current active duty with the military, correct?
Well, so it's this. They told me I'd be a soldier till the day I died. I'd just be fighting different kinds of battles, political, economical. And I can even fight the war on drugs.
All right.
I'm not a snitch.
I'm going to ask you to let me have you placed under oath, and I want you to fill out what's called an affidavit of your income and expenses. General, do you have something to add to this?
I'm just gonna request that he be appointed counsel. I think I might be moving for an evaluation.
All right, let's give him an affidavit. Mr. Childers, raise your right hand and let's place you under oath.
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you, Mr. Childers. I appreciate your service to this country if you served in the military, and I have great respect for that. So I want to give you an opportunity to let us see whether or not you are entitled to an appointed attorney. And that way we can see if we can put you with a lawyer, then we can more correctly and efficiently move forward in your case and deal with some of these issues that you're talking about. So fill that form out there. So, you know, have a seat in the courtroom, fill out that form, and let us come back to you after you've done that. If you need a pen, we can give you a pen. Just have a seat and fill that out, and we'll come back to you a little bit later in the day and find out whether or not you qualify to have an attorney appointed.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave a comment.